What's going on, everybody? We are on to the Rift for this game, and we have already an early invade coming out, having to blow the flash. McWoody's has to get away from that Nautilus hook there, but um, we are here for week 3 in the IBS Zero Gravity Gaming. We got TD Serenity taking on rawr in this week 3 matchup. Both of these teams sitting at 2-0. I'm Chains. I'm joined by Arcs Knight. And are you ready for this matchup today?
Absolutely. I am always ready for a nice raw showdown between TD and rawr. Now, we do have a couple player changes. Initially from the starting rosters, we do have Zircon playing top lane and Crockpot coming in to play ADC, with Nautilus Rex playing instead of their starting support. And on the side of rawr, we do have L9 Turbo Pack playing instead of their starting support.
Ooh, already an early hook landing. And
Nice.
McWoody's has to burn flash already.
That's some nice damage on that Kaisa at level 1 right there. Or not Kaisa, but on MF. Making her waste all her potions already before even level 2 comes.
Yeah, and with the no mobility on that champ, no summoner spells either, you know that MF is going to be a point of contention and definitely vulnerable as we move forward in the next couple minutes of this game.
That's correct. But however, MF does, she's basically a poke champion in this meta right now. And, unless Nautilus goes for a hook and hits her, I think she might just be fine for a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, she will be okay, and it's going to be on NATO to kind of, start that play up. But, McWoody should be able to stay far back, throw these E's, like you were talking about, just kind of poke out the TD bottom lane, but little trade going on in this top lane.
Yeah, and because I was like going back to the bot lane real quick, because of that huge trade at level 1, look at the CS right now. It is like a huge gap right now, 14 CS to 2, and MF's not gonna get anything off her first back, I think, right now.
Yeah, and look at Ares in this mid lane, trying to force a gank, but I think it's too hard. Just maybe trying to crash this wave instead, making his way towards bot side, and Ambition's already bot, so we might get a 3v3 in this bottom lane, and still more trading back and forth in the top, but Ambition looking for a gank flash forward from L9 Turbo Pack, only hits one of those E's, so just as slow as NATO's going to go in, trying to buy some time. Exhaust going to be taken down as Ambition goes low, and first blood comes to Crockpot. Now Ares is here, NATO trying to flash away, McWoody's going to go down, a double kill for Crockpot, as NATO will fall, and this should just be a triple kill for Crockpot at 3.5 minutes in.
And that's huge. Like, dude, Kaisa even has the double buff.
Oof,
And it's
yeah.
and she's about to have she's crashing this she's crashing this whole entire wave in. Almost a 20 CS lead with 3 kills. Like, MF's coming back to the lane with no potions and just a longsword. Kaisa's going to come back with at least a Noon Quiver right there.
Eesh. Wow, this is such a terrible spot to be in. If you're McWoody's and L9 Terror Pack right now, I mean, you are just completely zoned off of everything right now. I mean, the gold lead is ridiculous. It's 1,600 gold up, and NATO with that bot lane lead gonna roam up top. We're gonna get this hook down onto Dude Caleb. He does have the flash to get away, and we'll have to use it.
And that's going to take Ornn right out of lane. He's going to have to reset and come back with his TP. That's going to give Mordekaiser a chance to, crash this wave into half in.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm seeing this mid lane is that it's actually a Kled mid, which something I haven't seen at least in a long time. But as far as I remember, it was a pretty good pick into Victor. Just able to get onto the Victor pretty easily and kind of abuse this early game.
Now,
and
we haven't got to talk about draft at all. But, what outside of the Kled, is there anything like you're really interested that you think is going to be a vocal point for either team?
I mean, obviously this bottom lane right now, just with the lead that TD has already on Crockpot, 3-0. Has the Noon Quiver against the Longsword, basically. And, I mean, obviously, this is going to be a huge part of this game. And I feel like Kaisa we don't see much anymore of, or at least too much anymore of, just because there are a lot of better longer range AD carries. But look at this mid lane. Rhetoric gonna go down here as a solo kill comes through from Pando. And just absolute destruction from all of these PD lanes right now.
You know, rawr tried to, take away Pandorum's best champion, but Pandorum's like, I got a counter to that.
Absolutely. And, still down about 10 CS in that lane, but that's not too big of a deal here. Rhetoric had to use that TP to get back into the lane, and we'll be able to catch up or catch a lot of the minions that are crashing right now. But either way, I mean, just all three lanes right now from TD are outplaying rawr.
That's correct. And you said you haven't seen Kai so much lately. She is getting a little bit of a buff in the next patch notes. So we will be seeing her quite a bit more, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think another champion we'll see an emergence of is Tristana, because her Q is getting a huge attack speed buff.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, right now the AD carry meta is being dominated by just long range AD carries. Mostly just like Sivir right now, very strong. I was playing a lot of Jinx. I like the Jinx, and then obviously, there's also the AD carries who are just trying to fight, Samira, Nyla, stuff like that, who are just kind of get in and play with a CC support and just kind of run over the lane. So, Kai'Sa doesn't really fit too well into either of those categories, but does definitely have that assassination power when you hit level 6 with the killer instinct. But we're seeing Ambition now in this bottom lane, looking for a lane gank potentially. Ares is here on the bottom side, but not really close enough to counter yet. Top lane just kind of scrapping it out again. Here we go.
Yeah, we do see him rotating down, but nobody's down. They walk away. But I'm really curious on this Udyr pick. I didn't think we were going to see an Udyr till after Udyr rework time.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Udyr. Just like if you build it with Sunfire, it's so strong, it's so tanky, and does so much damage. And I mean, didn't go lethal, but that's what I've been seeing mostly is the lethal tempo.
Go lethal?
Yeah, on Udyr.
I have to check it out. I haven't seen the lethal tempo of Udyr, and I kind of want to play it. It sounds like fun.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and just like that, TD is going to be able to pick up this first dragon of the game for themselves here. It is the Hex tech, so we're not going to be seeing the gates, unfortunately, in this game. But nonetheless, nice early dragon to pick up, get some ability haste down, and it's going to feel pretty good for champions like Kai'Sa, like this Amumu who wants to dive into the backline, and more fighting in this top lane as Dude Caleb going to go into the death realm. The mace is being brought down on his head, though. One more auto should be enough to take him down, and a solo kill for Zircon.
Man.
Oh, Ares. In this mid lane. Connects the first bandage toss, but Pandorum's not there yet. Curse Sad Moment's going to find the stun, but nothing further.
TD, doing well across the board, taking advantage of a lot of, these fights. But I'm looking at the gold diff right now, and, Victor does have a gold lead, about a little 400 gold lead, but the rest of the lanes outside of Jungle being even, it's almost like 1k, 2k gold leads. Especially this Kai'Sa, who is closing in on doubling MF's gold right now at 9 minutes in the game.
Yeah, and just about a 2.5k gold lead in total for the team, but Zircon and Dude Caleb have just been going at it here, just back and forth scrapping. Ornhorn's gonna be called here. His Ambition's up in the area, knocked up onto Zircon. He has a flash, but I don't think he can flash to get out of this one. Stunned up and taken down. Ambition finds a return kill.
Great job on side of rawr right there, taking advantage of the fact that Mordekaiser tried to be a little sneaky and overstaying and deciding not to back. And giving the kill to the Udyr to hopefully try to make some plays across the map with that little bit of extra gold.
He's flashing over the wall with the band. Does he have the damage to take down this Ornn? I don't know. Into the tower we go. Ornn is clapping. Oh, and they do end up trading in, but look at Pandorum into this bottom slide now as Croc was going to follow the killer instinct, find one kill. Now Inline Turbo Pack trying to push back the 3-member team of TD Serenity, but Pandorum wants in. Bishop on a rub connects, but it will be broken. So no further kills coming out of this bot lane play, but still TD Serenity winning out on the map overall.
Seraphine there, despite them going on top of MF and Seraphine held on to the exhaust. So that's that might have, I don't think it might have saved MF, but they might have been able to trade something there. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean it does. I don't know. I think exhaust is such a broken summoner that like it can help any situation. It can turn around situations pretty easily.
It does. But we did see the ult be used by MF and Seraphine down there. And MF again with no summoner spells and just so far behind the Kaisa right now.
Yeah, Kraken to Dirk Vamps up there. I mean, just a ridiculous gold lead right now for Crockpot in this bottom lane. And I mean, I assume that he should just be able to roll over the rest of this game just with that gold lead alone. I mean, 30 CS, 3 kills up, has a full item, and McWoody's has, half an item. I mean, it is a just ridiculous gold lead right now in the bottom lane for TD Serenity.
A little bit more trading in this top side. Just doesn't stop. Oh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature here. Oh, hook lands. We'll see if they have any more here, but the depth charge is going to knock up onto 2. Turbo Pack just one-shotted. Oh, but he lives to get the encore off. Bullet time is not going to connect onto Crockpot all the way, but the double up will. And now a huge shutdown going over to McWoody's, and I think it should be the Nautilus kill as well, perhaps, as the damage and bullets are flying, but Nado is able to get out of that alive. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, rawr popping that Rift Herald and getting some plates onto this Victor, trying to, grasp at straws here in this game.
I mean, that was a huge fight bot side for the side of rawr. MF being behind so much gold got a 650 gold shutdown off that.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, so unfortunately for TD Serenity there, Turbo Pack was able to get the encore off, and it hit 2. It hit both of the bottom laners. So that allowed McWoody's to just channel bullet time over the top, dealing so much damage and taking Crockpot to a level or an amount of HP that's able to be executed there. But this could be an overstay from rawr, trying to start up this dragon. We'll see if they can find anything, but Rear Tech or Rhetoric has TP'd into this play, so we're going to get a 4v4 here. TPs are real for both of the top laners, but the wave is crashing in favor of Zircon, so likely he would be the first one there. We're watching this top fight while the dragon's going on.
Yeah.
There we go.
He needs the bot side fight. Oh.
Okay, Nautilus going to get rooted up. Oh, hook lands on to Seraphine. Oh, depth charge is huge. Look at the damage coming through. As Turbo Pack's already dead. Ambition's going to follow as well. McWoody's gets hit by the bandage toss and falls 3 for 0 in favor of TD Serenity, and they're going to find their second dragon of the game.
Huge ult there by Nautilus, knocking out 2 members of rawr. Oh my goodness, and that just followed up with the Amumu and just everyone else.
Yeah, definitely a crucial depth charge there from Natosaurus Rex.
To the side of rawr, like, you don't want to get caught out like that. You want this Seraphine to hit an ult and get this MF going. Like, you're relying on this, I think they're relying on this MFR to do damage.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, like, this team kind of wants to team fight with this Victor, who's going to scale up and become a team fight beast. You have the Misfortune and the Seraphine, which is a classic bottom lane combo where the ultimates synergize so well together. And they work best when you're hitting multiple members, obviously. So they kind of do want to play that big team fight composition and style. But Zircon, taking kill pretty low here, and he has the Death Realm. But I don't think he's gonna go. He's not gonna go for anything else here. Just gonna take his recall, and already it's about a 3.3k gold lead in favor of TD Serenity right now, which has grown. I mean, it grew slightly, you know, about
Yeah.
what, like 500 since the last time we talked about this, you know, 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. And, you know, the game's not completely over yet because we do have a Victor who's relatively, you know, filled with gold at the moment. He does have the gold lead over this Kled. Still. You know, they say
Yeah.
CS doesn't win you games, but, this Victor's gonna be the only person doing damage, and if he's gonna be able to freely hit in like a little tiny team fight or something and get a bunch of damage off.
Oh, diving bot here. Yeah, this should just be a free dive. I think Wickwoody's just gets destroyed here, but Encore hits onto 2. Aries gonna flash in with the bandage toss, curse the sad mummy combination, crockpot flying in as well, and that's gonna be a double kill for the Kaisa, and this bottling tower is gonna fall shortly.
What was that? Seraphine ult.
I mean, it was nice, but it was no fault. I mean, she was alone, so there's nothing there.
Yeah, middle between the 2 towers. Her best bet was just to get under that tier 2 tower, and maybe they try to dive it.
Oh no.
But,
Rhetoric.
Oh,
man, this is wide. Aries.
Fancy feet.
Bottom lane tower falls, just putting more gold into Crockpot's pockets here, and the goal lead increases to around 5,000 now, so a little bit of a breakthrough here with that first tower gold, the double kill coming through for Crockpot, and it seems like TD Serenity is really starting to get their footing and, you know, sort of snowball this gold lead.
Now, I am curious. Who has done more damage in this top side so far?
I mean, probably Zircon, I would have to imagine. It seems like every trade Zircon is just getting the better of Dude Caleb, and I think that has a lot to do with just how Mordekaiser works as a champion. You have the shield with the W. You can, if you don't pop the shield, you have the healing. So just a lot more sustain for the Mordekaiser in this lane, and you know Herald's gonna go down, and TD I think is gonna try and break through this top side. You got 4 members, I guess, on this top side of the map. His Crockpot's here as well, so just gonna try and break these outer towers and sort of snowball this lead out of control.
And Seraphine right now only level 7 at almost 20 minutes. You know, she's unable to do much right now. You know, maybe if she hits like a 4-man ult and MF's there and they're all half HP, it could be a turning point, but I think tier 2
Yeah, Shelly's gonna get the second charge, and they're just gonna go on to Dude Caleb, who tried to defend the tower, but will just give his life instead. Depth charge onto Turbo Pack's gonna find the knock up there. We'll see if they have to go for anything more, but looks like just pushing in the wave. Shelly unfortunately died on the way over. But McWoody, this is a nice ulti angle here. Flash forward from Seraphine, but we're watching bot lane. TP from Rhetoric gets canceled by the red trap on a rope, and this should be a solo kill for the TD mid lane. But now back at the bottom lane is Aries taken very low with the hook, comes back, and Woody's gonna go down. Exhaust is taking into the death realm, goes Turbo Pack, trying to run for the hills into the enemy, or into your own base, but there's nowhere to go because he's gonna get taken down, and that's just a full team 5-0 ace in favor of TD Serenity.
Oh no, if only we saw what happened. But good job on the bot side by Kled, stopping the Victor TP and picking up that solo kill. But you know, the MF and Seraphine ult we've never seen didn't turn out very well.
I mean, yeah, the setup looked very good in that team fight, and Turbo Pack went for the, you know, flash R, and I assumed that it hit at least 3 people because they were kind of stuck in that corridor, just above the top side, like walls of the rawr base, and I assume that, you know, Big Buddies would have just been able to fire the ulti off and hit everyone, but I think maybe just no damage right now on the MF, only has the Eclipse, and everyone else pretty much has 2 items, or at least 1.5 items in their inventory with the completed boots. I mean, also, if you take a look at TD Serenity's items, you're seeing 4 Merc Treads, which is pretty wild.
Oh, it's a Merc Treads party. There is a total of 7 Merc Treads in the game.
Charge coming in here. They're gonna be onto Turbo Pack. And yes,
Gosh.
Seraphine gets one-shotted.
Look at that.
Horn.
Speed.
Nothing.
Can we talk about how Kled just had the speed boost of a lifetime?
Yeah, I mean, Kled such a good ability to be able to find those picks on people who are a little overextended. And now, you know, TD Serenity is just going to be grouping up as 5 and just pushing down this middle lane, trying to open up the map in favor of them, allow them a little bit more control of the enemy jungle. And Starship, oh my gosh, the bandit toss finds Mick Woody's from nowhere. And it is just pretty bad, but low health bars for TD. Ambition taking pretty low. Redder is okay for now. Encore hits on the Crocodile, and this could be the opportunity to get looted up and taken down. A huge shutdown going over to Redder.
You know, the one champion they probably want this goal to go on to, picking up a good little shutdown on Kaisa.
900.
Yeah. You know, Victor but probably going to be finishing a second item here, I believe. Is backing with 2,200 gold right now. So yeah, he's probably going to be picking up the Shadow Flame here. Yeah, there it is. So he is the lone bright spot, the only person on the side of rawr with 2 items. And question is, how do you get back into this game?
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of talked already about what the composition of rawr wants to actually do in this game, and you know, you kind of want to scale up. You have Victor, who's kind of that late game win condition if you know you're able to farm up, and I mean, Victor's farming very well, has the highest CS in the game, you know, 40 up on pretty much anyone else in the game, does have that 900 gold shutdown, 2 items completed with the Ludens and the Shadow Flame. You know, personally, I probably would have liked Sork Shoes on the Victor over the Merc Shreds, but that's just me. But yeah, I mean, either way, I think the way back in for rawr is to just get a team fight where Seraphine hits a massive ulti, and you know, you can follow it up with Victor ulti, with MF ulti. You just throw the whole farm at the enemy team and hope something works. You know what I mean?
You know, Victor is a good wave clear champion, and I think if they can look for like a numbers advantage fight and, you know, get a pick off some of these champions with these shutdowns, getting some gold onto this MF and more gold onto this Victor, you know, there's a reasonable chance that they can come back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it is a 10k gold lead, but we've seen teams come back from bigger gold leads for sure. And you know, yes, it's Soul Point and TD Serenity right now. It's their game to lose. There's no doubt about that. But you know, we've seen it happen before here. And dude, Caleb looking for something here to flash. Oh, Encore! Here it is. This is exactly the play that we're looking for. Crocodile goes down. TD coming in from Zircon as McWoody's going to go into the death realm with the Mordekaiser. That's not where you want to be as Miss Fortune. NATO on the other side getting chased down by Ambition. Should go down here as Ambition's going to flash in. As now Zircon in the 1v3 situation. Caleb flashing away. Zircon flashing forward to follow him. He's going to find the kill back. Now it's Turbo Pack and Ambition chasing down Zircon as the rest of the squad is coming in. A double kill as he's bringing down the mace. He's going to be able to secure all 3 as Pandorum is there to help out his boy. And that's a 4 for 2 in favor again of TD Serenity.
So good to start. But the TP by Mordekaiser and ulting MF straight away helped that Mordekaiser just 1v3. And what's heal cut?
Yeah, I believe that Terravec just picked up the Oblivion Orb off of that death. So, you know, they're now going over to TD Serenity. They're going to be wearing purple for a bit. They got Dragon in 30 seconds, and that's their Cloud Soul. I mean, right now the gold lead is 13,000 in their favor right now, and they're about to pick up a soul. So you have to imagine that they're going to be able to finish this game pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, no, this game should be ended within the next 5-10 minutes. Should be. Now, we do see IBS games usually go on longer. You know, solely because they want to play safe and they're scared to lose that gold lead. But we are going to get sold here. you know, yeah, you know, I do see that 500 gold shutdown and the 700 gold shutdown now on Mordekaiser. You know, that's still, you know, even though it's a 12,000 gold lead, you know, you can just get it. Get that little bit of gold and be able to just stall this game out. Only way they can come back.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw it was a good start out of the fight in the last fight by TurboPack, by McWoody's, able to, you know, get their ultis layered over each other, and unfortunately Rhetoric wasn't there for the entire fight and wasn't able to, you know, really get something going. So that was kind of where the fight, you know, turned away.
Therapy should be looking for an ult right now.
Hook on
right here.
Ambition. Oh, look at the bull time over the top, and the Chaos Storm is doing so much damage. Encore gets onto one. As Pandora, he can really have to flash away. Zircon gets knocked up, and he's in the middle of the whole team now. Into the death room we go as Redder has to run to it. Gets pulled back over as the shutdown comes through. Pandorum is down. Ambition taking very low as well here. He's gonna fall to Zircon as now Zircon's in the middle of 3 still trying to find the damage. A double kill comes through as now Crockpot is here. Dashing in, but does not have the damage to finish off anyone. And just like that, a 4 for 2 in favor of rawr.
Oh my gosh, it happened.
Yeah, it was a super good ultimate. Super good ultis from Rhetoric and McWoody's there. I mean, just hitting everyone.
It happened. Oh my goodness. We got some kills onto the MF. We got a shutdown onto Victor. And look at Victor right now. Over 100 CS overcled. And, you know, he is 3 items in. He is the carry for the side of rawr. He is going to be the person that, you know, if TD does not shut down early in these fights right now, they might be able to not win another team fight if they can't, you know, get into a good situation. I might be exaggerating because, you know, the wallet diff is still there.
Yeah, and
that rawr just did their comp just like they were supposed to. They found themselves finally a good team fight.
Yeah, and with that being said, you know, just to give a perspective right now, Victor is 1.5k gold down on Crockpot, who has been unbelievably ahead this entire game. So, you know, while the KDA doesn't really show it, Rhetoric has been putting in work and, you know, is almost sitting at 10 CS per minute, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's just been farming. He understands that they're behind, and he's like, I need a scale. And I think the rest of rawr has realized that, and they've just been trying to get this Victor some gold into his wallet.
Yeah, and just getting that ornaments coming through now, as
they are stepping up slightly too far here. You know, the towers are safe place.
One item's coming through now as Dude Caleb just hit 14, and so Eye of Luden is the first upgrade, of course. But
looks like bot side might be our next fight.
Yeah, TD pushing in for this bottom side here. 5 members. I don't think you need 5 here. I think Pandorum should be splitting away from the team and just pressuring a different lane, because
or even
Zircon.
No,
both is good. Oh man,
what are you doing? That's not. Oh no, they can't. rawr cannot win any team fight without that Seraphine ult.
Yeah,
that Seraphine ult is so important.
Yeah, I don't know right now. I don't know what was going through TurboPack's head right there. Just walking in with no vision, beating the entire team, and that is very, very rough for rawr right now, because look at this wave crashing mid lane. 5 members of TD are here.
They're looking.
Tower is gonna fall. Inhibitor is also gonna fall here, and that's gonna just break open the base of rawr right now. They're going for this top side inhibitor as well here, and here you go. Hook comes through onto Ambition. Full time is hitting everyone. But look at this. Ormhorn hits onto 4 into the death, and we go as another huge Seraphine ultimate as Encore hits onto 4 again. But a killing streak for Rhetoric. Crockpot takes down Dude Caleb, and Zircon is running through the back line, slamming the maze down.
Victor damage.
And Woody is still Victor and Rhetoric and Woody is the last 2 members standing, but fight it off and end up saving these Nexus towers from TD Serenity.
Bro, the Seraphine came back to life and immediately makes up for getting caught out, hitting a 4-man ult when you needed it most. And then Victor just, you have to kill Victor first. Like, you have to get this Victor out of these team fights. If on the side, if you're looking at the side of TD, that's 2 fights in a row now where Victor's just destroyed the enemy team.
Yep. And Rhetoric smartly picking up that stopwatch because he knows, listen, they have to dive me if they want to win the fight.
Now,
And yeah.
we do see the Victor picking up Zonia's as a 4th item instead of the Death Cap. You know, I wasn't paying attention to his items much prior, and I didn't see what he was building, but I'm generally, like, I get the Zonias, but I think that Death Cap honestly might just be slightly more important. Because they need as much damage as they can from this Victor. And, oh no! That Nautilus
what a
hitbox.
hook. Onto Mick Woody's. He's going to be taken down here. Onto's going to hit onto 2. I don't think that's going to be enough, but you know what that will be enough for? The Elder Dragon.
Oh.
Crockpot and Ares just front, basically. Stepping up, saying, this is our jungle. You can't even contest this dragon because we're going to take it. And you know, there's not going to be any contest.
Yeah, and it's going to come down. You know, they should be just going straight to Baron here and looking to just end the game. But can we get another miracle team fight on the side of rawr? Just delay this game just a little bit longer. You know, you see a 3rd item come out from MF. Questionably the LDR over Sherelda's. But, you know, still, that's 3 items on MF. You know, you got 4 items on Victor. You know, if they can just delay this just slightly longer, you know, gold won't make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, they have Elders, so there shouldn't be any... I mean, I don't see how TD can lose a fight here. I mean, this is ridiculous. I think there's no possible way that they could lose a fight here. You have double supers coming in, or you have supers coming in mid and top. You got the waves crashing bottom lane, and I guess they're turning their sights onto Baron?
Yeah. It looks like they finally decided to just take Baron. They said, we can't end it with Elder. Skip Baron and then push it.
Yeah, so Baron's gonna be taken, and I mean, certainly this is enough to end this game.
Should be. You know, we said that 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so here we are.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Here we go. 5 members strong, pushing mid, double neutral buff, Baron and Elder for TD.
Now the Mumu is topside.
Oh, yeah, Terror Package just picked again. Gets the ulti off, but it's not even anything. Crockpot goes on a killing spree.
Oh, no.
This is going to be the end of the game here. Death charge. Gonna hit Rhetoric.
That was rawr's best chance.
Oh, there it is. Ares 3
Yeah, there it is.
There's from the sad mummy, and it is destruction here as TD is wiping the floor with rawr right now. One Nexus Tower is going to go down. Rhetoric is the last member standing as the Nexus Towers are falling, and TD is going to take game number 1 of this series.
Oh, no. Oh, that would have been the best chance for rawr right there to start a fight. Amumu was topside pushing wave, and not right there. If they just turned and tried to fight, I think that was their best chance there at the end. Because if they won that fight, Amumu would have taken a minute to actually push in. But if they were able to get a good ult off and kill the Kaisa and the Kled, maybe, I think they could have delayed that game longer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think they did a pretty good job delaying the game, regardless of what was actually happening. You know, that game going 35 minutes is pretty crazy. I feel like just with the gold lead that that TD had, that game should have been taken over pretty quickly. But nonetheless, you know, TD Serenity is going to take game number 1 in this series. I think we're going to take a short break, but we'll be back for game number 2 to see if they can complete the 2-0 sweep or if rawr is going to push a game 3. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to the River game number 2 between rawr and TD Serenity. We already got TD Serenity taking game 1 in very commanding fashion, and Harry is going to walk up and meet Rhetoric in this topside river. But for now, nothing has happened yet, and just pretty standard 5-point coming out for each of these teams trying to gain some intel.
Yeah, and we see that the side of TD basically almost took the entire draft of rawr from game 1. We do see Pandorum on his Victor, and then we see the Seraphine Misfortune. But we do see Mordekaiser Jungle. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's okay. I think there's definitely a lot of other picks, but we didn't really get to see the draft. Because we are having, since Spectator's broken, we have to use the replays.
Yeah.
So we don't get to see draft, and we don't get to see any of that nature. So we're kind of all on speculation coming into the actual games on pick orders and how the drafts actually went. But I think Mordekaiser's, certainly there are better picks than it in the jungle, but
yeah, no, I'm looking
obviously.
around. Yeah, I'm looking around the draft. I do like the Olaf and the Scion. I do like the Xerath and the Victor.
Ooh. Turbo pack going in. Land bandage toss onto NATO, taking pretty low as the heal comes through. Ignite taking down as well, flashing after him. And that'll be enough as Turbo Pack's going to find first blood on Natosaurus Rex.
I thought he was going to go for the tower dive.
There you go, just like that. I mean, and right now, if you're a rawr fan, this is a great sign, right? Because rawr, let's be honest, they got smashed in game number 1. But the fact that they're playing aggressive early and they're trying to make these plays happen shows that they're still in this series, and they're not just gonna roll over and die.
Yeah, and I ate my words. I was about to disagree with the Amumu support, and I was proven wrong before I even finished the sentence.
There you go. Cast your curse, I guess.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't say it. At least you didn't say
it. It didn't come out of my mouth, so it wasn't true.
Yeah, exactly. But early first blood is gonna give about a 1,000 gold lead in favor of rawr in this early game, and we saw the power of this Victor Misfortune Seraphine combo. As Rhetoric finds the stun there, forces the flash out of Pandorum.
That was a nice little stun there.
But back to what I was saying, we saw the power of this Victor MF Seraphine in the actual, in the later stages of the game when we got into team fights here. Do you kind of expect that same sort of thing coming into game, for these champs in game number 2? Wait, Pandorum just TP'd back with half health.
Oh no. Run.
Is here.
Run.
Ghost gonna be popped as Rhetoric has no mana because of the flash and we'll have to burn it.
I personally, looking at the side of, I think that the MF Seraphine can have its good spots. However, I don't think they're going to do as much damage. Olaf's going to ult. He's not going to die from these ults. Unless, they're just that far ahead. We do see a gang top.
Ambition coming on Zircon here makes Zircon have to burn that flash away. So, no flash on the Scion, and McWoody is just eating forward. You can see, I mean, it kind of just feels like rawr is playing with a different kind of energy this game. I mean, already, just in the first 5 minutes, I can tell.
Yeah, no, they're playing like they haven't lost the series. The bot lane, they just want to come back out and show that they can actually play this game.
Yeah.
They had a huge, oh no.
Ooh. 2v2 in the top lane. Double knocked up into the double claw from Ares. Is going to find Dude Caleb and force the flash out of Ambition. But look at this. Turbo Pack is crazy on this Amumu, hitting another bandage toss and is going to take down NATO again. McWoody's and Crockpot going at it, though. What is this? Look at this. Forcing the flash out of McWoody's. And Crockpot will live. I mean, both AD carries will live, but with just a sliver of HP.
Victor taking a beating in the mid lane right now by the Xerath. And you know, wow, they're playing. It's like a complete 180 on how rawr played game one.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
You know, they're actually like being aggressive. They're not just letting them run into them over and over again.
Yeah, and you know, this is the first goalie they've had of the series, so you know,
Yeah,
definitely have a lot of that confidence back. And you know, we'll see what they can do as this game progresses forward. I mean, we have a Cloud Dragon up here, and the bottom lane for rawr is ahead right now, so they will be able to get prio if they want to. And you know, a lot of that's off the back of Turbo Pack just being able to hit these bandage tosses onto
and
NATO. And you know, we saw a few questionable plays from NATO in game number, or sorry, from Turbo Pack in game one. You know, getting picked, getting caught out at really bad times and stuff like that. So good to see that. You know, this player is back on their feet and you know, feeling it again.
yeah, and you know, the scariest thing is a early Feta Mumu, because you know they have a Victor and they have MF, and that's like and they have a little bit of a Mordecai, like, but they have to have items to do damage. And if this Amumu gets a hugely even as support, he's gonna sit in these team fights, and he's just gonna be able to just sit there and sustain these damages. Or
Oh,
have a
Ares in this bottom side behind the tower, threatening a dive, but
yeah,
ambition is right there. I mean, level advantage though is in favor of TD, as they have level 6 on the jungler while rawr does not. And it looks like they're gonna start up the dragon. TD will with this bot lane push.
yeah, and if it comes down to a team fight, you'd have to expect this Mordekaiser's probably ulting Amumu every single time.
Maybe. I mean, you kind of want to make sure that you're there to last at the objective, but here we go in this top lane. You Caleb popping the Ragnarok, but back in the bottom lane we go. As the ultimates are not available for this bottom lane, as Moonfall coming down, and
Oh,
Ambition takes down Ares and smites the dragon away. But a solo kill in the top lane for Zircon is going to make the kills even for now. Or at least the kills from that play even for now. But the dragon going over to rawr.
yeah, great job on the side of rawr, getting, you know, stealing the dragon and getting another kill out of it. But good job on the side of TD for Zircon, getting the solo kill on the Olaf and getting the free and the fast back by dying to turret.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, good Scion play so far. You know, gets
So
the
happy,
wave crashed in, gets the execute, and little free damage on the tower, and there we go.
so happy that Scion passive was nerfed.
You know, we are. I would, you know, like to point out that we're seeing the Bomby Cinder come out here for Zircon, so it's not going to be Prowler's Claw on the Scion, which is that is annoying. I don't know. I mean, that is just the AD build is
Eh,
so ridiculous. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Right. That poke damage by Xerath onto this Victor is insane right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's kind of how this lane's gonna go, right? And you can see that just the fact that Rhetoric outranges Pandoran by so much is coming through in that CS lead, right? About a 28 CS lead in favor of Rhetoric in this mid lane, and just denying even more and getting plates because of uh just how the lane is going.
Yeah, and you know he did a very good job, you know, getting himself gold and putting himself in the game, and he's just farming incredibly well here in game two as what. In addition,
Hmm.
now we did see Diana get that rift, seeing Sion come down, but he went away from me for a second. Oh,
Oof, another stunt. I mean, Rhetoric, if you're looking for you know, a bright light on this rawr team, it's got to be Rhetoric. I mean, this guy has been stomping every single lane when it comes to CS and just wave control and management and all of that. So I think Rhetoric is playing very, very well this series, at least.
yeah,
Definitely want to highlight that.
yeah. I think he's yeah. He's, oh my gosh, he doesn't miss. Oh, oh, we do see the Mordekaiser coming down here.
Here
Oh,
we
we do see
go.
Diana coming down.
Ghost Hin, Ambitions here as well. Bullet time over the top is not going to find too much, but that is a
Oh,
huge curse inside of me and
oh,
Moonfall as well. Oh my gosh,
huge.
Ambition finds 3 with that. And Ares, the last member standing, is going to go down as well. 3 for 0 in favor of rawr there.
My gosh, huge counter gank on from Diana. And beautiful ult with the just synergy of the two ults right there. Or all three, because Ezreal's ult was important too.
And this tower, Herald being spawned up into this bottom lane, and this tower is going to go down.
Is this the same rawr team we saw game 1?
It certainly doesn't feel like it. I mean, just great execution there on that play. And, you know, like you mentioned, multiple ultimates hitting multiple people. And that was really, you know, the tail of the tapes in that fight. But, you know, TurboPack now making his way top. I
Turbo,
don't know. I don't think he's got
calm
anything
down.
here. I don't think he's got anything here.
It's not worth it, I promise.
Maybe, you know, Ares made his way up into this top
He
lane as
missed.
well.
Unfortunate. Oh no.
Oh, but the flash coming through onto Caleb, who has no flash. No knockup, but nonetheless, Ares is going to find that kill there. And it's going to just push dude Caleb even farther behind now. Already down 33 minions, and this tower is just going to get destroyed.
Yeah, and you know what's scary for the side of rawr is like, despite your mid lane doing a very good job keeping this Victor slightly out of the game for the time being, and not letting him CS as well, and the bot lane winning so much, you let the Scion get ahead. Who's matching the Scion on the side of rawr? Like, if this Olaf cannot kill Scion, and Scion gets too fed, nobody's going to be able to kill him.
Oh, but here we go in this top side. We got a 2v2, and it looks like it's going to be rawr favorite here as Ambition's going to find Zircon, and Ares will force Turbo to go golden. But dude Caleb is now here just to get rid of that Scion passive. Second dragon of the game has spawned, and it is the mountain.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, the flash forward from Rhetoric. Oh my gosh, the
That's a
instant cleanse from Crockpot. That was very nice there. Good reaction time. Yeah, great reaction time from Crockpot.
Oh
But
no,
Ares
TurboPack,
got
no.
under the tower. Oh, TurboPack missed taking the tower. Is gonna go down. It's 1 for 1 so far. Shutdown comes through onto Turbo as Scion's in the party. Unstoppable Onslaught's not gonna find anyone, but the Q will onto Caleb, getting a knockup. Zircon's gonna be chasing, but Ragnarok is popped to get dude Caleb out of there. So 1 for 1, so you know, off that play, but the shutdown does go over to TD Serenity, so that's gonna be favoring them if we're looking strictly at gold.
Now we do see the Trinity Force pop out of Ezreal. We do see Ludens and the Nashers pop out of Diana. Now, I have a question about Diana. Do you still start Nashers first, or is it Sunfire first right now? That's been going around.
I don't know exactly which is first. I assume it's Sunfire first, or you can build both of them. But yeah, I don't know exactly. I mean, I think it's fine either way. And the fact that she's ahead, she just wants the extra damage right away. So it's not like that big of a deal, I don't think. But
good job on TD here, coming down as a team.
Yeah.
Trying to secure the second dragon. Olaf questionably backing right now. While they're taking this, all 5 are taking dragon.
Ambition looking for a steal, goes over the wall, but
Oh no!
the smite is true from Ares, and the dragon and a kill are going to be donated over. See, that's the issue, right? Ambition trying to go for the steal, make the hero play again, but you know, you have to be careful because you have a shutdown this time.
Yeah. Wow. And what's crazy is, like, that was a 400 gold shutdown going to already a fed Scion.
Yeah, just gonna make the Scion even tankier here, and Turbo going in, trying to find some poke damage, but instead gonna be taken to about half HP. from these three members of TD Serenity. So for the time being, it's about 3 points. What is this? 3.6k gold lead in favor of rawr still. Dragons are even. Towers are even. So, objectives across the board, relatively even. We're just seeing, the gold discrepancies being in these individual lanes.
Yep, and we do see them going for the drift. This Victor stat line is pretty similar to last game.
Yeah, the only difference is he's not. He was 60 CS higher than he is now.
Yeah.
Last game. Rift Herald started up by rawr here, and I'm just looking at what's happening, and dude, that is just ridiculous damage from
my gosh.
Yeah, from Xerath there, but I saw it mentioned here, and I do want to kind of get your thoughts on the shield bow Olaf.
Oh wait, hold up. I have questionable opinions about the shield bow Olaf.
Yeah, it seems interesting.
Core Drinker's supposed to be the play, no?
Yeah, Sunder.
Yeah.
Either one. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a strange look, but maybe Dude Caleb's got it like that. You never know.
Maybe he knows something we don't yet.
Yeah, exactly. He's been working undercover at Riot headquarters and has seen the unforsaken strategies. So
bought an iron count and is trying out new builds.
Exactly. Herald spawned in this mid lane, gonna be able to take down this tier 1 mid of TD Serenity, and that's about it though. Just one charge off that Herald is going to swing the gold a little more in favor of rawr, but look at Zircon in the side lane, just relentless.
Who's like, I said this earlier, like this Scion, like when he gets fed, who's gonna be able to stop Scion?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not Olaf.
No.
And I assume that Thornmail is coming in soon, just to make sure that it's not going to be this Olaf. Oh, Hullbreaker. Holy. Just buy the full Hullbreaker, why not?
Oh, no. Oh, one hit from the tower, too. He walked away too early. Oh, unfortunate.
It's okay.
But they should take it here.
Yeah, they'll pick it up on this wave. No problem.
A little bit more gold in Xerath's pocket. Something they desperately need, though, is these damage dealers, the Ezreal, the Diana, the Xerath. They have to do a lot of damage right now to be making up for this Olaf being behind.
Yeah, they do. And you mentioned it a few times already, but just the fact of who's going to stop this sign in the side lane, and I don't see how anyone's going to be able to stop them. I kind of just have a feeling that Zircon is going to just split and end this game by himself.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they don't pay attention to where the Scion is and just take care of him when he starts to push right where he is now, like, it looks like they're trying to base trace this.
Yeah, I mean, Olaf is literally almost healing Scion from hitting him right now. Encore doesn't find the mark here, but Turbopack going in. Flash curses that moment out of 3. Crockpot gonna use that cleanse out as Ares takes Turbopack into the Death Realm and should be able to finish off this kill. Xerath shooting off from the back, but for now, nothing. Ambition goes in with the Moonfall into 1 as Ares is going to be taken down, but look at bottom lane. Zircon continues onto this tower as we're getting flashes out in that mid lane fight still. Crockpot had to burn his. Zircon is just hitting Dude Caleb under the tower. No regard for humanity at all.
And we have the Diana going for the dragon, and Xerath is going top side to try to, clear the wave. I think, the trust into this Olaf is real. They are trusting this Olaf with the entire series on the line to being able to stop this Scion on his own.
Yep, third dragon of the game. Gonna go over to rawr. That's gonna be their second. And we do get Hextech Soul, so we didn't see it last game, but we do get it this game. So we got the gates activated on the map, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. 2 item 5, by the way. Riftmaker on the Diana, and
Oh
Ezreal
wow.
just bought tier and went straight into Muramana. So his tier
Still
just
got
was
a while to
recently
go.
bought. Yeah, it
He's got a
still has
while
a
to go.
while to go before it even like helps him do, that little damage spike that he can get with it.
And despite all of that, they're still up 3,000 gold.
But shopkeeper really keeping rawr right now from their full potential as a team.
Yep. Still got 4 minutes till the next dragon, and I don't imagine much will happen for a little bit, just
And
because there's not really anything to fight for. But you know, you never know anymore. People, we love fighting, so we might just fight for fun. You know.
yeah, and we do see the Xerath have over 200 farm, and he got the Horizon Focus, I believe. Yeah. For a second, I forgot what the item's name was.
No one
Quiet.
builds the item anymore.
I really love seeing a Fed Xerath because I really love seeing him just use one ability and take out, over half your HP as an ADC. Much pain.
Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun at all. But
You know what?
we swapped the top laners back up. They're back in their original lane now, and we got the mid laners bot. So a little bit of a 1-3-1 coming out for TD Serenity, and Ambition is gonna be here to stop this play from Zircon, and Moonfall is gonna be utilized. Zircon with a nice flash over the wall, and is he gonna get out of this? Looks like he will.
Yeah. I was going to say, what's less fun is being the one dealing with the Fed Scion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, Ambition? Lurking. But no. Oh, Ares with a
Oh,
huge
no.
flank. Rhetoric is flashing away, but gonna get taken into the death realm regardless. Wait. Oh, yeah. Gonna get taken into the death realm regardless. And shut down. So a big shutdown going over. 550 gold going back over to Ares there. And with the numbers advantage, we're seeing pings going onto this Baron. But
Oh?
Ambition, another
Oh?
big flank from the jungler onto Crockpot.
Wait,
Whoa!
what?
Abilities are flying. Watch your window. That one's passing through.
Woo! A little too far left field for me.
Jeez.
You
Oh,
know,
wait, Pandorum has no mana.
you ever see
You know,
those basketball clips where like a fan is wearing the same color as like one on like the home team or something, and someone accidentally passes the ball to him?
yeah.
It's a little bit what Seraphine was doing with her ult there.
Yeah, it was a wild one. Zircon back on his duties here. Back in the top lane. Back 1v2ing. We'll see if he can win this one out. Looks pretty good so far. Turbo Pack is going to go in. We're going to get a devastating strike. Not going to hit onto anyone, but the damage is actually pretty good here. He does have Tiamat. And dude, Caleb is taking so low. Curse of the Sad
Oh.
Mummy has to be used. And the Ignite is the only reason why Zircon doesn't 1v2 there. Nonetheless, still gets that tier 2 tower, but will give his life for the cause.
Curious what the gold is on this Scion. Scion has 11,000 gold right now, which is more than anyone else in the game. Diana coming in second with 10,000 gold. So even though like Xerath actually only has 9,000 gold as of right now, and that's probably like fifth or sixth in terms of like the amount of gold in the game.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem that way, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Xerath is just doing a lot of damage here, and that's kind of what it seems like. And you wouldn't think that Rhetoric was actually, sort of middle of the pack when it comes to gold.
We do see the tier now being bought by Xerath. Bro, are we okay? Like, we need some emotional support on the side of
Well,
rawr.
dragon's spawning, so we got to get our tier power spike before we play the dragon at 25. Potential soul point for rawr as TP comes in. For Zircon, and the numbers advantage does favor TD Serenity for a short amount of time. This dragon's going to be started up. Remember, 11,000 on this dragon.
Oh.
Pandorum taking really low as a nice play. Comes in from Ambition, finding 2 already.
Oh, yeah.
Ambition taken into the death realm. flashing over the wall here. As Turbo Pack going onto Crockpot should be a kill. As Crockpot is really low, but look at the other side of the fight. Zircon in the middle of 4. Ares trying to fight off Caleb in the backside, but will
Oh,
not win that. And now it's
okay.
Zircon versus the world, getting a lot of damage down, but Mick Woody's is going to be able to get out and secure the ace for the team. And this is going to mean that this is a Hextech soul point for rawr.
Oh my goodness. I'm actually confused on why Scion came to this dragon.
Yeah,
he has Hullbreaker.
Yeah. And it's weird because Zircon for the entire game has just been on his own, you know, split pushing, kind of ignoring what the rest of the team was doing, but ends up showing up to that dragon and their team gets ace because of it.
Yeah, and now they're going to look for Baron, but like everyone's respawned. So
yeah,
you know,
this is a scary one. I mean, the health was pretty low, 3k. Notosaurus. Oh, he steals the Baron with the Seraphine Q.
What's a
Oh my gosh. No smite from Ambition, and Nanosaurus Rex gets the Baron steal.
I think, honestly, that changes the entire game right now, because Scion now has Baron buff. And, you know, if they go a 1-3-1 here, they're going to be able to freely at least get an inhib at least one of these lanes. Because Scion needs 2 people to take.
Was that blind? I think it was a blind steal, too.
It was.
Jeez.
Because I know that she did, they used the... Did they not use the Farsight? They did use the Farsight from Victor.
Oh, it's okay.
But it went away like half HP.
Jeez. Well, yeah, you're right. That does absolutely turn around the game here. And now that Scion has Baron, it's just going to make that split push even more potent.
We're sending 4 people mid and leaving Xerath to deal with Scion.
Yeah, this is not quite who you want to deal with them here. As you can see, Zircon just ignoring him. Wow, look at that. The Horizon Focus doing so much work.
But that tower damage, oh my gosh.
Here we go. As the fight's going to be in the mid, Ambition's taken into the Death Realm. As Ares has no one to help him right now. They're all pretty far back. Ambition able to get out there. Bullet time encore combination is huge. As Turbo Pack flashing in with the Curses Adam. He's going to find the stun onto 3. Crockpot has to cleanse away to safety, but this is just destruction here. Oh my gosh, rawr gets wiped in the team fight, and Zircon is just pushing the Nexus. Crockpot finds a quadra kill, and Zircon is just hitting the Nexus towers as Redder cannot do anything to him. He does 0 damage.
Oh no. And they're going to freely push. Oh my gosh.
All 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Top lane inhibitor tower falls. Pandorum pushing away, trying to hit this inhib, and should be able to take it. McWoody's is just about to spawn, but got 2 Baroned up cast. Oh no, can't take it, I guess.
And we see that Olaf did build Collector second item.
What the? Guys.
It's has to be trolling, you know?
Guys.
I have to ask the question, is this a troll build, or... I don't know, he must know something you know... He knows something.
Nah, that can't be it. That can't be right.
That can't be right, no. And we see the MF building Collector as well on the Lethality build.
I mean, yeah, that's not as bad, I think.
But
it's pretty bad, but it's not as bad. It's not as, yeah, I mean, whoa.
Where's the 3rd item, Serelda's? Oh no.
Yeah, wow, okay, well.
Who is the shopkeeper?
If you guys were wondering, you know, if you said, okay, well, you know, they're gonna send Olaf to try and, you know, defend against the Scion because he's gonna be able to get these tank killing items. Well, no, he bought Collector, so Olaf is off the table now. Pandorum getting ingressed on by Ambition. Moonfall is gonna pull him back in and just absolutely one shot the Victor.
And we did see that Xerath bought the Ceres and as well as a 3rd item. So Scion's gonna run away and come right back.
Dragon spawning in 30, and this is a potential Hex Tech Soul for rawr if they're able to secure it.
I don't. I think they have to kill the Scion before they can even think about going for the
Yeah,
dragon.
I don't think they can go for the drag. I mean, Zircon is going to end the game if they go for the drag, so that's why you see they're four-manning him right here, able to find the kill there, and is no one going to stop him from taking the inhib? All right, yeah, Caleb is here to stop him from taking the inhib, but, you know, it will force rawr to have to give over the dragon there, and that delays their soul for, you know, at least another 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do see the dragon. Them taking advantage of the Scion, taking the entire team with him, and getting the dragon. And
Okay, well, Last Whisper is the next buy for Dude Caleb, so that's a good start.
we're getting somewhere. He is 4-4. You know, granted,
Yeah, I think
we
he
are
was. I
passing.
think he was. I think he's gotten 4 straight kills without dying. Actually,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
turning a new leaf. He's showing us something we don't know.
The start of something new.
Uh, this just isn't the game for it, though.
You know, what better game than this one?
True. If he turns it around and he
What
kills
better timing in
Scion
the present?
1v1, I'm going to eat my words and I'm gifting ZGG 10 subs.
Well,
But-
he'd have to wake up from his nap before he ends up killing the Scion in the side lane. But, you know, either way, I don't think that's ever happening. I don't think anyone's solo killing the Scion 1v1.
Uh, I think they're like they should be realizing
This
that
is LTR Scion.
Yeah, this
You
Zereth,
bought an LTR.
yeah, the Zereth is doing no damage to Scion, by the way, like none
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, this is such a rough situation to be in right now if you're rawr because turbo pack going in and walking out. Yeah, it's not really a fight you want there, but it's such a tough situation to be in right now if you're rawr because you have to send at least 2 to stop the Scion. There's no one that can stop him 1v1, and if you send 2, then you're losing everything else in the entire game. So because you're fighting 3v4, and that just makes it really hard. But Ambition on the side, getting a nice Moonfall onto Pandoran, but will be taken into the Death Realm. And here we go. Ambition trying to live as Ares is just relentlessly going in. Encore is going to find the last hit there as Turbo goes in. Crush side moment is going to hit 2. But Noda's down already. Ares is trying to find the 1v2. Crockpot has finally joined the party. Bullet time is huge. It finds the rest of the kills, and now it's 3 for 4
This
in
game's
favor
over.
of TD Serenity. Look at this. Zircon has the wave crashing into the Nexus Tower. Is going to use that unstoppable onslaught and hit both of these towers. One is down already. Crockpot's trying to escort that wave in as well. Demolish Proc. And this is just going to be the game. Zircon is just going to run it down bottom lane and end this game.
We need the Zereth ult. Zereth, you got this. Just ult it.
Oh, flashing away. Crockpot's here to help, just to make sure. And the game is over. Zircon finds the split push and takes the game.
Goodness, that's insane. What did we just watch?
Whoa, that was...
Wow. That. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, an unkillable Scion Zircon going huge in the side lane. I mean, I think just overall, despite the result of the game, rawr performed way better in that game, and I was very happy to see that sort of, you know,
Yeah.
that sort of energy, you know, coming out from the early game.
Mhm.
You
Now-
definitely don't want to see a team just roll over and die after getting stomped in the game 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the Olaf build actually somehow worked out a little bit there at the end. But I think if they can work on these their build pass right now, they had this Zereth matching the Scion without any kind of items that are going to help him damage the Scion. Like he had Ludens, he had Horizon Focus, Zereth's End, where's the
It's, you know,
Shadow Flame, Void Staff?
Yeah, the Zerath build was to, you know, sort of one-shot the squishies, and that is not going to do you any good when you're, you know, trying to lane against the Scion. So maybe a few macro mistakes coming out from rawr, and that really did end up being what cost them. Um, but nonetheless, TD Serenity kind of sort of solidifying their spot at the top of the standings now I believe in sole possession of first place.
I believe they're tied with
Oh, GSG
GSI.
Psy won, right? So,
Yeah. So,
oh no, 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 they'll be a game up because Serenity didn't lose any
uh,
games,
they
so
haven't
they're
lost.
6-0.
Yep. They'll be
So yeah,
sole position.
Serenity sole position of first place right now, and that's gotta feel good. I mean, coming off of beating another 2-0 team,
Yep.
uh, that's awesome for them. So big congratulations to them. rawr, definitely some highlights, some bright spots. Rudder in the mid lane played very well both games. Able to
Absolutely.
consistently keep up with pretty high CS numbers and dish out a lot of damage. So, they're 2-1. They're still at the top of the boards as well. Definitely a lot of hope for them this season, but nonetheless, that is going to finish out our time here on ZGG in the IBS division. TD Serenity taking it in 2-0 fashion over rawr. I've been Rye Chains, joined by Arcs Knight. Have a good week, and we'll see you guys next Sunday for some week 4 action.
See ya.